dig right in. It's pretty straightforward, but I want to share some of this, and I want to let you guys know that we're recording this one, and I also made a separate video that is going to be available as an asset in our H7 Business Tech Corner LinkedIn group. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you what these are and all about it. You guys should be seeing my LinkedIn page, right? Okay, thank you. And so I'm actually in my back end here, which you can see the thumbnails. Here's a kind of a new thing too. You can put your link right at the top of your profile now. People don't have to go find it somewhere in the bottom. So you might want to see about that as a feature. And you can put in like extra words like check out my YouTube and have the hard link to YouTube be there. So this is a little extra tip today. The point of today's thing is that on your profile page, right, you've got all your content, you've got what we call a cover art, cover image, and a profile picture. Now, I've got a blue ring here, and that's indicative that there's actually a video here. That said, it's hard to see in your own. So I'm going to use Mr. Mark as an example here, and I'm going to show you one, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. So he's up here. I'm going to refresh the page, and then you'll see how they scroll a little preview of the video in that circle. And so I can click on it.
Hey, I'm Mark Perone with Rethink Revenue.
And then you get to watch the whole video. And his is a great example. It's got some production value. It's got some calls to action that frankly I'm going to model when I redo mine. I'm redoing mine. My message has changed, and I'm kind of working in my why, which is, for those that weren't here before, it's a good part of about you is why you do what you do. So that said, this is a good one.
Discover, disrupt, and rethink the way business is done. If you want to learn more about what we do, take a look down below in the summary. You'll get a nice.
Now, this is a great trick right here, because you could only got 3 on the low end and 30 seconds on the max. So that's not a lot of dang time. So telling them to go exactly where to look, to go find more details is a great idea.
Nice little story about my company. As far as myself, I have over 10 years experience in the IT industry, specifically in marketing and sales, working with organizations to create record-setting sales in CRM, marketing automation platforms. For more on this, reach out to me, connect, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Good fortune.
So that's a great one. It's got a lot of production value. You can do this on your phone. In fact, you have to create. You can record, and you have to upload from your phone. We'll dig into that. You might notice the format. See, I can't edit, I can't upload on here, but I could view mine. Now mine is landscape.
That was my question. Where's the cowboy hat? Because
I know that was kind of my old branding back in the day. And so what we're noticing is that it's kind of a portrait format, right? So Mark's came across as square, mine's landscape, my new one's going to be portrait. And so in today's world, and I'm an old video guy, like 10 years ago, I thought video was going to be big online. And in recent times, we've adapted, and we're doing, vertical portrait style videos. We got tools to add captioning to them. So that said, there's a couple examples, and this is what they're going to do. They're going to show up in this little preview. Now let's dig into how to do it. Now, I'm going right to the rule book, and you can see that it's changed. This thing's been out for, I think I shot that one last spring, but they change their rules all the time. So we teach often from the platform's rules. So the overview is that you can have a video, builds your credibility, works on your personal brand. So it shows up as that muted 3 seconds, and then it goes back. And so they have to tap on it to watch it. And those people that know, and those people that begin to know as this thing grows, is that they might notice that blue circle, right? And so here's a big caveat. You can only record or upload from the LinkedIn mobile app. So Mark's wasn't just recorded direct. He recorded and did it probably on his computer, right? But then he used the app to upload it, as I will too. I'll do it on my phone. I'm gonna use my auto captioning thing, and then I'll upload it from my phone. My last one I edited on my computer, pushed it to my phone. So this is why over here, like, there's not, edit or upload your video, because it's a mobile only feature. It's really straightforward once you're if you're on the phone. You can go into your profile and click the plus thing, and so you could do it straight away. Some people have absolutely nothing wrong with it. Sometimes this takes 1 or 2 or more times to do it, but those of us who have done a lot of video, and through this year in the challenge, we have like a little better bar where we try to make sure we got something that we really like. So either way you want to do it is great. Progress over perfection. You can always redo it. I'm redoing mine today. So you could either do a couple things. You record right there, or you can go grab it from the gallery. So if you do it on your computer, put it so it's on your phone, so it's a video to push up. Are you guys following this? Are there any questions at this point in the?
So we can hire you or Mark to do all the graphics for us if we videotape it.
We are available to help. Yes, ma'am. The point is, like, you're getting in there. Some people don't like how they sound. Some people don't know how they look, but you're engaging, like that, building that credibility, building that interpersonal thing. People feeling like they know you before you even connect with them, right? This is just one other way. And it could be super fancy. I love his edits. I'm probably not going to do a bunch of that. I'm going to put some captions for sure. And I may do a little logo splash. Another big one that they call out here is very important. 3 seconds to a maximum of 30. Now, don't make yours 3 or 10 seconds. Like, let's use that thing. I mean, even 30 seconds is kind of short. And it's kind of our standard in the H7 world, right? And so there's probably nothing wrong with your intro that you use in H7 to be the intro that you share with to the world. Yes, sir.
Right.
Mr. Mark.
So I want to tag along behind what Greg's saying. It's actually really interesting that these numbers are what they are. So 3 seconds is important in the world of all social media. I want to connect some dots for you here. If you can start to hone your messages down to 30 seconds, it's really, really important, because 3 seconds and 30 seconds are measurable marks within the algorithm of LinkedIn. So when somebody's scrolling through their feed and they stop for 3 seconds, that's an impression. Okay. So these video rules are set up to complement those impressions that the algorithm is measuring. This is a little bit confusing if you don't understand the algorithm stuff. Just trust me, it's Big Brother behind the scenes counting what everybody's doing on the platform. The 3 second mark is important, and the 30 second mark is important. Those are dwell time marks. Dwell time is something we talked about previously, and Greg's been touching on it here recently. Just know that this should not be frustrating, because we are giving you fundamental units for all of social media when it comes to this stuff. I want to unify your understanding of Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, even Google. The algorithm runs behind the scenes. So just know that they're teaching you how to do something. You're learning exponentially here when you jump into doing stuff like this. We're trying to foster that support around what is tech for you across the board. That's it.
I love it. And that is absolutely great input. And so this is, I mean, yes, Deb.
What is the program where you edit your video that you've been talking about?
There are a whole bunch of them. There's some on the phone, like InShot if you're on an iPhone. I add my apps on AutoCap. I think you're an Android person. If you bring it over to a computer, you got iMovie, Windows Movie Maker on the low end. There's some Adobe products like Mr. Mark uses Adobe Rush. But
Deb,
let's not put an obstacle. You could just get something up there, and if you want to edit it, you're absolutely free to edit it and then push it back to your phone to upload.
So, Greg, let me add a caveat in there. You're not an iPhone guy, are you? Are you
I'm
an iPhone guy?
Android.
Android. Okay. Just so you know, Apple's a huge pain in the ass. If you edit in the editing tool, it actually doesn't map well to LinkedIn. So I'd avoid editing in the Apple tools if you can. It doesn't jive well, and their file type is kind of jacked up, so it adds complication to it.
Would you be able to do something like that in Canva?
I think on the paid version.
Oh well, I'm out.
And again, it's great, like get something up there and then know that you're going to go back and redo it. I'm going back and redoing mine. You know, your message can change, your video, the quality of your video, your bar can raise, and it has over time for all of us, right? But to speak to his thing, like this 30-second things, I'm kind of a magic window. And part of my thing when I wrote my like 5 ways why video helps your business online like 8 years ago is leverage. So again, you're making one, we're making it within the parameters that fit everything. They fit Reels, they fit Google Posts, they fit all of these kind of things, and it's across the board.
The 30-second thing is 30-second commercial is real live stuff too, right? You do your 30-second commercials for H7. You do your 30-second commercial when you tell people what you do. If you work on this here, it polishes you up across the board. This is a really solid exercise for your personal growth, for professional success. That's what we focus on here. It's a solid investment.
Got you. Everybody tracking this? Thumbs up. Okay, great. And so you could and should watch the preview, like make sure there's no glitch, you know, uploaded the whole thing, right? Check your work. And there's another thing, you can select the visibility of it. All LinkedIn members or connections. Now, all LinkedIn members, I mean, this is your intro to the world, maybe before they even connect with you or follow you, right? So I would say you want everybody to be able to see it, and that you're personalizing the relationship. Now you can do a few things after it's done and after it's been up a while. You can go in and see how many people have looked at it, right? You can edit it, you can replace it like what I'm gonna do, delete it. But really today is about taking this, and a bunch of people that are in here probably already have one in the can. We started the year with a 30-second commercial recording. This was our first video in our video challenge. So if you still got that, use it. Push that sucker up right now, and then think about doing the next one better. I'm even in that boat. Like I didn't have captions on mine back then. So can't be over 30 seconds. The latest version of the app, which those are usually kept pretty current on the phones. We don't have anybody in China that I know of. If they've disabled autoplay, some of that stuff, it won't really work, but these are all kind of exceptions. You can view it and delete it from the profile. Like these are my choices when I click on it, right? But the recording, and or for many of us who are going to do some type of modification, you're going to upload from the phone.
So we go to the app for LinkedIn, and then there's a place where we upload the video from our picture.
Absolutely. So you would go into view profile on your phone. It's like the top left picture. when you're in the phone,
Okay.
and then you can do the
Greg, I
plus
can
sign.
show this if you want.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes before we get our 2 minutes. So yeah, this is a great, let's do a live demo.
Give me 1 second and I'll get to it.
Hey, Greg, did you say that the only way that somebody would notice that there's a video attached is because of the blue circle around it?
Well, it's also gonna play on mute for 3 seconds. So if they're looking at the top of the page, they're gonna see the video, right?
So, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. So the circle is not a huge tell unless you know. You're going to know because when you go to the page, you're going to see movement at the top. You're going to see that video play. And it's kind of an attractor. Like many things, they play on mute, and when you touch them, then they come to life. Then it blows up to the screen, right? And then the sound
Oh.
comes on.
Okay, so the picture will actually be moving for 3 seconds, and that will allow
it'll
somebody
change
to
from
know
your
to click on
static
it.
profile image to muted first 3 seconds of the video and then go back.
Okay, good.
So, give me 1 second. My phone's gonna die.
Yeah. So anyway, so what he's got on his screen is the app on the mobile device, and the spot that we're talking about is for your profile is identified in the top left corner under the time where his picture is, right?
So on the app, when you open up LinkedIn, this is what it looks like. All right, this is just my feed in the I'm trying to get my phone charger put in here. Sorry, guys. So I just opened up my LinkedIn, right? I went like this. I went to my LinkedIn app. I click on the application on your phone. Doesn't matter what phone it is. And can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Then you click your face at the top left. Wow. So the top left where your face is, and then you click your face again, and then your profile shows up. Okay. You click your face again, and down there on the bottom, you see where it says view or edit profile video.
No.
That's what
If
you
didn't
hit.
have one, it would say, add profile video.
You hit that, and it's going to pull up the video.
Hey, I'm Mark Perone with Rethink Revenue.
So this is where you would do your edit, view or edit profile video,
Hey, I'm Mark Perone with Rethink.
and I can delete it, and then I would add a new one if I wanted. It's that
Yeah.
simple. It's just click on your face, pull up the profile, and then you can add the video by hitting it again. You guys tracking me there?
Yeah, close that one, and I want to do a screenshot of your previous one.
Hit this.
Yeah.
If you guys can see mine, it says right there, if you've not done one, it's got a plus mark by your profile picture, and it tells you add a 30-second commercial.
It does, and that's exactly what it has. And I'll share this URL for the LinkedIn knowledge base. So there's lots of ways we're going to have this video recording. We're going to share the thing, and they've got some great documentation. And then we also got some live examples today. So it's really pretty doggone straightforward. And hopefully you guys already have a recorded intro. I know many in the room here, maybe not Mr. Matthew yet. Does this sound something that interests you that you want to get recorded to have, or?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Matthew, if you do one-to-ones with any of us that are kind of hosting, it will help you with all this stuff.
Perfect.
Like help without dollar signs too. Like this is part of Tech Corner.
Mhm. No, I appreciate it very much. This has been great.
Excellent. Thank you. We get 45 seconds till we get kicked out. So we want to do like one more round robin. Are there any remaining questions?
You know, guys, I hate doing videos. So how am I going to do it to make it
Well, guess
presentable?
what? This is a great thing. I'm doing it in 20 seconds. You don't have to be on the camera, in front of the camera. Bring up, just make up a PowerPoint or bring up some slides, talk over them and record a video. Just because it's a video doesn't mean you have to be in front of the camera. Put that up, make it under 30 seconds.
Script it with an outline. That's the easiest way to do it.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you in the big room.